Okay, hello, is this thing on? I really hope it is. Hello, everybody, we are live. We're drawing more Mimikyus. This is gonna be fun. Let's see. Who do we have so far? Oop, I haven't pinged everybody yet. Oopsie. I need to do that. Professional streamer, like I said. I'm such a professional. There we go. I have pinged. It's on, yes? I should hope so. Hello. Hi, Aiden. Hi, Savage Owl. Okay, there we go. Music should be at a good level now. Hi. Have you eaten today? Yes, I just ate a roast beef sandwich. It was pretty good. I ate a sandwich. I know that may be unfathomable to you, but you know what? I ate something. So, applaud me. I don't know. Mimikyus. That's what we're here to do today, right? Hello, everybody. Wow. That sounds delicious. It was. It was so good. We have Aiden, Savage Owl, August Frogosaur, Cynthia. Ring me up for an overquill? Hey, you got it. You got it, Aiden. Also, by the way, if you check the pinned message in chat, submit a reference sheet of your character or description in order to possibly get them drawn tomorrow. I might draw your character tomorrow in 15 minutes or less. I'm just gonna go fast. Bulbasaur, oh my goodness. Of course you would request that when I already did it. Y'all are a fan of that, aren't ya? Okay, so I should probably write this Q. So we have Overquill. I almost wrote a U, but no, I wrote a W. We're all good. We're fine. We're so fine. I did not expect you to start streaming in the daytime. It is 8 p.m., right? I should think so. I know where I am. But yeah, no, glad I'm here for you. You could make it a clover pouch instead of a bulb. That'd be an interesting idea for regional Bulbasaur, but I'm not doing that tonight. Yeah, I was gonna say, it's different time zones. Different time zones. Oops, I need to update the form. Hello, Catalin. Welcome in. If you check the pinned message, I'm doing an art request stream tomorrow. So check that if you want to potentially get you or your character drawn. I'm craving pulled pork now. You're welcome. So I blame you, Nyssa. Like I said, you're welcome. Okay. Let me see. Who else should we do? I can send in the last fusion since there's not many left. Yeah, I want to knock some ones from Galar out of the park right now, honestly. So we've got Overquill. Let's go for a simple Milcery right now, as well as Clubopus and Graplocked. I am spelling these names correctly, right? Yeah, I think so. I should hope so. Choo. Oh dear, everything got minimized. Ah! Could you make me a character with a Bulbasaur-themed hoodie with Aiden and the ones you have? I could potentially do that. DM me later about that. Finneon? That one's already done, because it's in the earlier gen. But yeah, that's a lot of Galar Pokemon. I also want to knock out some ones from Paldea. Well, actually, Galar and Paldea are all I have left. So of course I'm gonna get those done. If I just redrew my previous drawings, then we wouldn't be very productive now, would we? Let's see, what else should we do from Paldea? Let's do... Whoa. Houndstone. That can be a nice spooky ghost. Let's see... What are some other good ones? I'm surprised we haven't done as many Paradox Mons as I thought. Easier to see that way? Okay, thank you, Aiden. Right now I'm just looking at Paldea. Let's put a couple of Paradoxes down as well. Let's do Scream, Tail, and Brute Bonnet. A couple of past ones. Brute Bonnet. Bam. Surfetch be fun. Oh, yeah, that actually reminds me. I did draw a Surfetched Mimikyu. For Beacon of Nick, if you know of him, he does a lot of variety streaming these days. I drew one for him, a Surfetched Mimikyu, back when the project first started, but sadly I think that file is lost to time right now. Oh yeah, and Gen 10 is releasing at some point. Can you do the past Volcarona form? Have I done Slithering yet? Have I done Slithering? Have I done it? Hold on. Okay, hold on. I need to check my spreadsheet. I have an entire spreadsheet for this. Okay, Mimikyu spreadsheet. What is Slitherwing's Pokedex number? Hold on. It says I did Slitherwing. Hang on. I'm going to check and see if that's the case, because I don't know for sure whether it's in this folder or not. Slitherwing, where are you? Oh, I did! I did do Slitherwing. Look at the boy! Look at it! But not Ironmoth. I know, I haven't done Ironmoth yet. I still got the 6-year-old Noctowl Mimikyu you did for me. Hey, nice. Okay. Can I type? Apparently I can't. Okay. Huh? Why? Okay. Weird stuff. Apparently I can't search that. Huh. But yeah, 6 years ago. I can't believe I started this 6 years ago. I'm a crazy person. I really am a crazy person. Okay. Typing aside. Okay, hang on. I swear I've got the hang of this. Okay. So, put you down of an overquill. In October of this year, it'll be 6 years that... I can't believe that. You're lying. You're straight up lying. It was... It hasn't been that long, has it? It hasn't been that long, has it? It really has. Wow. That's a lot. Okay. I forgot just how goofy this guy's face is. Look at that. Look at it. It looks so weird. I love it. Overquill's so dumb. Okay. That reminds me, actually. How did I do the Quillfish Mimikyu? I'm not remembering that for some reason. Probably because it was in a long slog of Jodomons that I just needed to get done. I just got it out of the way. Where is... Oh, yeah. So here's how I did regular Quillfish, and then I just recolored it for Hisuian. Holidays time, release Pokemon Gen 10. I'm so excited for that. Hello, Kitsune, or Yellow. You are strangely obsessed with the color yellow. But, hey, I don't blame you for that. It's a good color. But yeah. Gen 10. That's gonna be a whole lot more Mimikyus. Wow. Okay. So how do I do this sea mine? It's just gonna have gigantic spikes. I think I'm just gonna make the actual body, like, a whole hell of a lot smaller than I made the Quillfish. Do this. There goes the face. Have you bought a Switch 2? I have not. I do not own a Switch 2. But, honestly, I'm happy with what I have. It's pretty good. I don't know why it has a Q on its tail. It has a 6. Okay. Oh, well. Actually, no. I'm not gonna add it, like, normally. I'm gonna add it, like, stitched on. I imagine it's just, like, scuffed embroidery. I'm buying myself one with my tax return. Ooh, good for you. Good for you. We're closer to 2030 now than 2020. Yep. Yeah, wow, that sure is crazy. Honestly, 2020 feels like... It feels like a year ago, to be honest. Honestly, my perception of time is not that great, so you really shouldn't be asking me about perceiving time, but you know what? Yeah. It has been a hot minute since 2020. Okay. Let me just add this the little eyes. And the fish lips. Okay. And now we need absolutely massive spikes. Actually, maybe not this massive. I need to make them proportional to the actual mom, perhaps? 2020 felt like hell for everybody. I know. I think that permanently, like, messed up my perception of time. Yeah, it was a nasty time, but I'm still glad we got through it. Okay, hold on. Erase! Erase all this nonsense. Maybe I should shrink this a little, actually. Just to make a bit more space on this side. There we go. Just trying to figure out where everything goes. Everything should go somewhere. But where shall they go? But yeah, no, definitely glad we're out of that. Okay. Now I need little stitched on poison patches. Then again, this entire thing looks like a weird little poisonous goober, which is exactly what it is. I've heard of people eating, like, sea urchin and pufferfish before. Would you eat that? Have you eaten it? Personally, I don't want to eat something like that in case the preparation goes wrong, but you know what? If you're feeling adventurous, then I guess that sounds like the perfect snack for you. I know Aiden doesn't like seafood, but he told me he would definitely not eat pufferfish. And I think that is one of the many things we agree on. But I do like regular seafood. Seafood, though, regardless. Seafood. I can't speak. I thought this streaming thing would make me better at speaking. Apparently not. Okay. I'm not a big seafood fan either. Hey, you don't have to be. Everybody's got choices. I don't like sushi. I've never tried sushi, to be honest. And I'm not really interested in it. But I do like regular seafood, like grilled fish or something. I could tear that up. Or shrimp. Or crawfish. Did I try crawfish? Yeah, I did. But yeah, I could tear that up. I just don't want to try sushi. Congratulations on surviving, Awesome King. I was the one who suggested that everyone could eat pufferfish. I mean, technically I've eaten pufferfish. I've eaten it in Minecraft, though. In Minecraft. Fish and crab and fish sticks. Oh yeah, crab is another one I like. I think I tried it once. Yeah. I remember that. I was like a kid when I tried some crab. We went on vacation to visit a relative of mine, and there was a lot of seafood there, so I ate some crab, and it was pretty good. It was pretty good. I had, like, I think it was snow crab. I don't know. I was little. I was a little child. So my memory is not that great. But there we go. Apparently the brain stores memories different from 0 to, I think, like 3 or 4 years old. I don't know. The brain's weird. I believe myself. You believe in yourself and you survive. That's about all you can do. Other than, you know, actively taking steps to survive. Okay, hold on. Draw a perfect circle. Okay, there. Man, perfect circles are... They certainly are. I can generally draw pretty good circles on paper, but when it comes to digital, I just simply have not mastered that yet. Now I got I will survive in my head. I will survive. I will survive. Da, 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 da. I forgot the lyrics. Oh my gosh. You think your musical memory is good, and then when the song comes up, it just it just vanishes, like right out of your head. Man, Can I switch out my brain for a better one, please? Or could I, like, take it to the repair shop or something? All these squares make a circle? I mean, technically true if you zoom in. Oh my gosh. It's just a bunch of little squares, and they somehow make a circle. That's the beauty of digital art. Okay. There we go. Hi, quack rat. I'm not a rat. You're a rat. Get out of here. Quack rat. My goodness. That is certainly a thing someone has called me. Your brain's beyond repair? Thanks for the encouragement, Savage. Thanks for the encouragement. But yeah, quack rat. I don't think I've ever been called that before. What's the occasion for that one? I don't understand. Why am I a quack rat? I shouldn't be a rat. I'm a duck. I'm not a rat. I mean, I call a friend of mine Rat. He is B-Rat. And he's pretty cool. Okay. Maybe I should have drawn that on a separate layer instead of erasing my existing lines. Oh well. I live and I learn. You need a team of engineers to figure that brain out? Well, it'd be great if I had a team of engineers. And why specifically engineers? I've said this once. I will say it again. I'm not a robot. At least I'm pretty sure I'm not. What the heck? Okay, please function. Okay. I thought my pen pressure stopped working for a minute there, but no, it's fine. I've had that happen to me in the middle of drawing. Yeah, y'all know what pen pressure is, right? It enables me to draw like thin and thick lines in the same brushstroke. Like this. Sometimes that stops working. We test that. Do you happen to have a team of engineers on speed dial, Savagel? I mean, if you do, I would like to be put in contact with them to figure out if my brain is truly beyond repair as you say it is, or if, you know, I can actually fix this noggin of mine. I always run thick because of usual pressure on pencils. Yeah, but sometimes, hang on a minute, I'm gonna change these settings just to make a point. But sometimes, my program just decides to do this. There's no thickness of the line. I can't vary my pen pressure, and that makes me sad. Okay. Let me turn that back to normal. Don't worry, babe, you just need to be lobotomized. Let me get my ice pick and hammer. Aiden, I don't think I want to be lobotomized. This is starting to sound like a bad idea. I don't like the idea of an ice pick in my head. I don't like that. Do not, no. I'm gonna run away. I'm running away. Hold on. I need to run away from here very quickly. I don't like that. Hold on. There we go. I am back. No, you already paid for this. Yes, I paid for the privilege of getting my frontal lobe hit with an ice pick. That's incredible. Lobotomy sounds scary. I know. I actually researched it for a class I was in once. It was some pretty scary stuff. We had to... Oh my goodness. Okay. This vertical stream does not want to work. But yeah, no lobotomizing me, please. Stream elements is a thorn in my side. I wish I could help you with stream elements. What exactly seems to be the problem? What exactly is the issue with that you're having? Did you not add, like, the browser source incorrectly? What happened? Honestly, I just use my Streamlabs chat box. It's been pretty good to me. Read this captcha robot? Oh my goodness. Where's the captcha? I'm not seeing the captcha. Doesn't want to comply even though when I go step by step? What do you mean I doesn't want to comply? What exactly is the issue? I don't understand. Oh, there it is. Sorry, instructions unclear. I don't know how to read. Okay. Let me know how you did yours so I can make it work. I used Streamlabs to generate a chat box widget, and then I just added it to OBS as a browser source. That's what I did. Robot? No, I'm not a robot. I just don't know how to read, okay? I just don't know how to read. We're fine. I don't understand the issue. It'll be fine in one stream, then busted the next, and I don't change anything. That seems like more of a technical problem. I'd reach out to their support if you can, or like try to find some YouTube tutorial. I swear, 5-year-old tutorials with people typing in Notepad and like no copyright music have saved me more times than you can imagine when it comes to dealing with tech errors. It's just like one hyper-specific issue. One hyper-specific issue, and then what do you know? There's somebody with a YouTube video made going over exactly how to fix the issue. And for those people, I am eternally grateful. I'm curious about trying the new pop, but you can only buy by the case. The new pop. The new pop. Like, popcorn? What? Oh wait, you're from Minnesota. You say pop instead of soda for some reason. What is the soda you're talking about? I was like, what do you mean pop? Pop is in soda? I understand now. It just took my brain a second to catch up. I'm fine. I'm so literate. I can understand words perfectly. Mm-hmm. We say pop in the UK? Interesting. Don't you ... me. Get out of here. Hi. My goodness. Well, I'm sorry if I didn't know what you meant by pop right away. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna just select this entire area. I'm gonna hide my line art and pretend like it doesn't exist. Just for a hot minute. And then I can get the Q in here. Let me just fix that. Hold on. Yeah, that looks a bit better. Okay, bye. No, come back. Come back. Come back to me, frog. Come back. Yeah. Looks like the Quillfish line just ate a lemon. Their face looks like it's scrunched in, and I think with Overquill, it took that literally. It just got its face pushed in. It looks so goofy. But Frog, please send another message so I know you're here. So you told me to leave, so I'm making like a leaf. So you're making like a leaf and getting out. I don't think that's the line. Is it make like a tree and get out from what's it called? Back to the Future? I think that's the line. Hold on. Need to make my brush a bit smaller so I can go in with the details. There we go. Okay, that works. I have successfully drawn something. Wow. Yeah, let's do that color instead. Back to the Future is such a goated trilogy. I think those are one of, if not my favorite, like, movie series of all time. They're just so good. Marty McFly is such a dork. Okay. Wait, hold on. Fill that in here, and then... There we go. Now that looks like 10% better. I'm gonna have to add some sort of color filter on this, I think, because right now it doesn't look Mimikyu enough. It needs to be like desaturated and darkened a bit. I haven't done that in a while, but it feels very appropriate for this one, I think. Because it's supposed to have a lot of bright colors. But you know what? No, you get hit with the desaturation filter, buddy. There we go. But, okay. Can I draw? No. Hold on, I need to erase this line right here, because everything is just sticking out from the main body, except for this one, which is stitched. I don't understand. I don't understand myself sometimes. I would like to understand myself better. Like I said about that team of engineers, I need that. Do. Okay. It needs this color. Can my eyedrop tool work? Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? Will technology ever cooperate with me? Maybe next stream. That's what I always say. Maybe next stream it will finally bend to my will. Maybe next stream. But for now, the scuff continues. There we go. Now it works. This most certainly exists. Now let's try multiplying by this. No, that's too cold. By this. Too warm. Hold on. Let's try this instead. Yeah, there we go. That looks like 10 times better, I think. Okay. Now we just need shading and we'll be done with this one. What else do we have? Wow, we have a lot on the queue today. I tried to make it my aim to not write down too many things in the queue at the start of stream. And then every time I disappoint myself by writing too many things in the queue. Either from, like, viewer requests or just from my own brain. I'm like, ooh, let's do this one, let's do this one. And then I just get overwhelmed and I cry in my corner. Okay. I don't actually cry in my corner. I just do that mentally. Okay, my pen pressure's working. I thought it gave out on me again. Bulbasaur? Yes, what about Bulbasaur? What about a Bulbasaur? Are you a Bulbasaur? Okay. Maybe... I don't know. Maybe... Oh, whoa. Hold on. I'm just gonna do it without the colors. Because it looks weird with the colors. And it messes up. I wish. I mean, you might not be a Bulbasaur. You're a human, but I guess you're still a sight for Bulbasaur eyes. I'm actually gonna go cry in my corner now. Goodbye. Then maybe I'd actually like being outside. Okay. I could not be a grass type in Pokemon. I'm quite literally allergic to grass. I wish I could like being outside more than I currently do, which is not much, to be honest, but I go outside anyway because I have to. Okay, whoop. But yeah, being allergic to one of the most common plants kinda sucks. But it's okay, because I have the inside. What Pokemon would you like to be? To be honest, I want to play Pokopia. And I guess I just want to be a Ditto. IRL, because then I could, like, shapeshift, and then when I don't feel up to shapeshifting, I can just be a little blob of jelly on the floor. That sounds like a decent existence, I think. As far as, like, an actual legitimate answer, if I was stuck in one form for life, well, I still don't want to be stuck in one form for life, but I think... That is an excellent question. I actually answered a question similar to this in my, what's it called? In my Q&A channel. I think somebody asked if you had, like, a Ben 10 style Omnitrix, what 10 Pokemon would you choose to have as your forms? I think it's in there. As well as, I guess, predictions for what happens next in Danganronpa. Because I'm gonna be honest, I am loving Danganronpa so far. It's been very fun. Some of the characters are, well, interesting. I don't know. There's just a lot of other people I would rather be trapped in a school with a murder bear with. And I'm gonna be honest, this crowd is not it. I mean, there are a few good people, but I don't know. Most of them do not seem pleasant to be around. Let me just fix this. Who's your favorite Danganronpa character? I'm curious. So far? Actually, that's an excellent question. Who is my favorite Danganronpa character? I'm panicking. There's some good ones to pick from. There are also some, I guess, kind of horrible ones. You only played one, right? Yes, I only played Chapter 1 of Trigger Happy Havoc. The first game in the series. If I could speak properly, I would be so much happier. But yeah, I played Chapter 1 of Trigger Happy Havoc. Yeah, somebody asked me who I thought would die next. That was a fun question to think about. I got to put myself in the writer's seat, and it's like, what if I was the one, like, calling the shots as to who got to live? The issue is, I don't know how many people there are going to be at the end of this. Like, how many people are actually going to come away from this relatively unscathed and, you know, keeping their souls in their body. That would kind of influence whether I think this one particular person is going to live, but yeah. I guess I have predictions. Okay. I can't shade that because it's on the line art layer. Silly goose. But yeah, I played Chapter 1 of Trigger Happy Havoc and I saw Mr. 11037 get executed. There we go, let me fix that. I'm just gonna apply a color filter to this real quick. Another one. Because these colors still look a bit too saturated to me. Wait, hold on. Saturation, I don't want to multiply. There we go. Fade this out. But yeah, who's your favorite Trigger Happy Havoc character? I'm gonna be honest, for me so far, it is... What's her name? I'm forgetting names already. Kyoko. Her. White hair, smart. Kyoko for me? Yeah, she seems like she would be popular among, I guess, fans. Plus, I guess her voice is, I guess, the most natural for me. It's the easiest for me to do. Plus, I don't know, I guess I just like her vibes. She seems like a pretty cool person. Try doing this. It's very subtle, but I like it. For me, it's Celestia. Oh yeah, Celestia Ludenberg. Yeah, she cool. I keep calling her a weirdo, which, to be fair, she is. But, I don't know. She seems like, in an ordinary setting, I might like to get her to know her a little better. Like, be a professional associate or a friend or something. But, I don't know. She's shady. The whole adapt or die thing has me thinking she gonna moita somebody. So, yeah. Is Monokuma gonna give, like, different motives, or is he just gonna stick with the DVDs? He might give, like, different motives. There we go. No spoilers. I'm literally just speculating about the future of the stuff that's gonna happen in the events of the story. No spoilers or you're banned, by the way. Just saying. But yeah, I guess there would be a way to pressure her into committing a moita, but we'll see what actually happens in the actual game. What? There we go. That functions just fine. Okay. That's good. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of wear at the edge of the spikes. Just to make it seem like, oh, these were, like, scraped on the ground or whatever. Okay. There we go. Just add a touch more detail. Okay, that's overkill. Was I overkill with this one? I don't know. I mean, it's not as overkill as some of the other ones I've done, where I just decided to do a ton of details for no reason. I don't know why I did that. I guess I was just compelled to. Overkill. Let's see, how long has it been? Okay, it's been 38 minutes. That's not half bad from the start of stream to first Mimikyu. Sometimes it's been an hour. It's been a legendary and I've gotten really distracted. I don't remember when that happened, but it most certainly did. And I was not very pleased with myself. But I think we're making good time. Time isn't that big of an issue since I'm not trying to finish this by, like, the end of March. That, I don't think, would be possible, but you know what? We'll see what happens. We will just see what happens. That looks cool. Hey, thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, thank you. I am drawing Overquill as Mimikyu. And next up is Milcery. This one's very simple. Hang on. Milcery. It's just this little guy. It's literally just supposed to be a blob of milk. Or, like, pastry cream, I guess. I don't know. I've seen the jokes about this one. Okay. So instead of being all, like, floaty and circular, I'm gonna try to make it all jagged, like a Mimikyu would be. I'm just not so sure if that's gonna work, if it's gonna read as a Milcery, or if it's gonna read it as an entirely different creature. If this doesn't pan out, I guess I can always make it as like a plushie. Just have some stitch lines along some circular appendages. That would work, I think. So do this. Yeah, I'm not so sure if this reads as Milcery. It just has such a simple design. Okay, I'm just gonna try plushifying this thing. Congratulations, Milcery, you're turning into a marketable plushie. There we go. I guess I'm just gonna have the bottom curve it a little before going to the typical Mimikyu bottom. Yeah, there we go. Now it's reading a lot more like a milcery. Perfect. And I guess the blob in the air does help remind us that this is what it is. There we go. I guess I'm just gonna be a little boring with this one. Up, up, up. Yeah, that's it. That's the sketch. That's the tweet. That's what it's gonna be. Okay. Just gonna line this guy. I also need to be remembering to set my pen size smaller whenever I'm doing little details like the stitching. Because otherwise it just looks wonky, sloppy a little. It just doesn't read as details. It reads like something you have to pay attention to. Okay. Get that one curve correct. You know what? That's correct enough for me. It's gonna be alright. The shape reminds me of the time my sibling grabbed a glove and blew air in it. Yeah, on the first day of one of my chemistry classes, some kid did that with the gloves we were supposed to wear as... Actually, I don't think it was the first day. It was just, it was one of the first days. But yeah, some kid grabbed a glove and blew into it like a balloon. And the teacher just kicked him out of the lab. Like, hey, if you're not taking this seriously, you can go kick rocks elsewhere. And it's just like, okay. That is a strange reason to kick somebody out of the class, but I guess that's also rational at the same time. I've been drawing every ranger that Super Sentai has ever made. I'm only on the 9th team. Each team has had 5 to 6, so yay me. How many teams are there overall? Also, hi Uni, plug Uni. I'm gonna do exclamation mark Uni in chat, and you can't do anything about it. There we go. Little plushy arms. But yeah, how many teams of 5 to 6 are there? I'm curious. 49? That's a lot. Yeah, wow. Sounds like you have quite the workload. But yeah, that's around like, 250-ish. But yeah, I wish you luck on that project. They've been going for 50 years. Makes sense, I guess. How do you even store that much information in your head? Well, I mean, then again, I am a Pokemon fan, so I do have quite a lot of knowledge about teams of creatures in my head. They ended this past year? Aw, that's a shame. I guess that's a nice little... Well, not little. It's a nice tribute project, Uni. I wish you luck with that. And the art that I've seen so far in the Discord has been pretty good. By the way, for anybody, not just Uni, check the pinned comment in the long-form stream, and you might get a chance to get your character drawn tomorrow. Whether you want me to draw a character from a fandom that you really like, or you want me to draw an OC, I can do that in 15 minutes or less. Just submit your character, and I might spin the wheel and it might land on you. You might be a lucky duck. So yes, please do submit your entry to that. And I didn't put my pen small to do the details. Oh well. I guess I've just got to be consistent now. There we go. Just add stitch lines freaking everywhere. Meep. Hello, Kyle. Welcome on in. How are you doing today? Also, I saw the One Piece themed art that you did earlier. It was very cool. Okay. There we go. Do some loops. Loopity loops. They were making enough sales and the budget to produce the show was getting too costly. I guess all good things must come to an end. But, you know what? I'm glad it brought you that much joy. There we go. Oh, by the way, speaking of shows, the Amazing Digital Circus episode 8 is coming out tomorrow. I'm scared. I'm scared of what Kane's gonna do. I'm low-key afraid. As I guess the digital circus fandom likes putting it, Alan, we are so fucked. I think that's a reference to something else, but I'm not sure what. But yeah, no, we're in for a wild ride, I guess. And about DoorDash and keeping my mom company. Hey, good for you. Good for you. Wait, hold on. I stitched that arm on, but I didn't stitch this arm on. What am I doing? There we go. Nyssa, yes. A new show started of an old series called Space Sheriff Gavan? Gavan? Is that how you say it? Has been renewed into Super Space Sheriff Gavan, and I've enjoyed the first 5 episodes. Can we do a battle? Like a Pokemon Showdown battle? Or do you mean... Oh, you mean a stream avatars duel? I think I'm just gonna keep concentrating on drawing now. I'm down to battle you after stream, though, on Pokemon Showdown. That's gonna be fun. To be honest, gosh, when did I last log on to Pokemon Showdown? It's been a minute since I did the silly little Pokemon battles. I used to be part of an Among Friends draft league. That was pretty cool. I won one of the cups, but I don't know. Maybe I'll win the other one next time. That's what I meant. That's what you meant. There's stream delay. I don't know what you're talking about. I will charge my laptop. Oh, you mean Pokemon Showdown? Honestly, I'm down for that. We can have fun. We can have fun with that. Okay. Now that I'm sure all the white pixels are filled in, I'm going to fill them all in with, well, white. I don't know what else I expected to say. But yeah, no, this is Milcery, and there we go. I had on Protect Alpha or Preserve Transparency or whatever you want to call it. That setting. Yeah. I had that on. And I regretted my decision dearly. Okay. Just add all of this in. So now what I'm gonna do is a ton of shading. I don't know what else I expected to do. Just a ton of shading. First I need hard shading. I need this color. Actually, wait. Should be on this side, I think, since the light source is over to the left. Or I guess from the Mimikyu's viewpoint, it's from the right, but whatever. Milkbag becomes a little eldritch horror, yippee. I know, isn't it adorable? Little milkbag thingy. It sure is a thingy, I'll tell you that. I don't want to know what's under the cloak. Honestly, I think if I just lifted the cloak, it would just be a Mimikyu sipping some milk. Like one of those little school milk boxes. The cardboard milk boxes that always fell apart. Oh gosh, I was particularly unlucky with those. I had a hard time getting those open because every time I would try to, I would just open the cardboard wrong and it would open into even more cardboard. And I don't want to drink cardboard, in case you haven't figured that out. I am not generally one to partake in in cardboard. Well, now we need that. Need what? Lifting the Mimikyu cloak only to find it's just sipping tea or whatever. Flavored chocolate milks when I was a kid? Hey, nice. What? There we go. Let me just do lighting real quick. Oh, I don't need airbrush. Whoa! I need my regular brush. There we go. I guess, man, I don't want to just leave it off like this. But then again, maybe it's made to be simple. Strawberry, root beer, and orange cream flavored milk? Huh. Huh. Interesting. My school did not have that, so... I don't know. Maybe my school was out of the ordinary, or maybe your school's weird. I don't know, we'll see. Just like a Scooby-Doo whodunit revealed, we're gonna bring off the mask of this criminal. It's time to pay for what you've done, and it's just excited, sipping milk. And it's just frozen like a deer in the headlights. Oh, that'd be a funny bit. Yeah, I think it is just meant to be that simple. Scooby-Doo is getting a Netflix live action? Interesting. By the way, I haven't watched any of One Piece Season 2 live action yet. I still need to do that. There we go. Yeah, that's a Milcery. McKenna Grace is playing Daphne. Oh man, I don't know who that is. I know very few actors because I think I may have some sort of, I don't want to call it face blindness, but I don't memorize faces easy, let's just say that. Like I can still recognize the faces of those who are very close to me. But if I see like actors or whatever, yeah, I just don't like that. Well, I don't like that, I just can't do it. I can't recognize actors for some reason. I guess I just can't put faces to names very easy. I don't know. Milcery? There you go. Wait, hold on. Before I save this, I'm just now seeing that I done messed up. Hold on. Gonna fix that. Wait, no. Wrong. Add this. There we go. Now it looks just fine. Like I was on the last key before saving it. I just waited for it. But yeah, McKenna Grace sounds familiar. FNAF 2 movie? I didn't watch that. Hold on, I'm Googling this person. Where did I see her name before? Where? I swear I've seen her name. Okay. Oh! Hold on. No, I know who this person is. Hold on. No, I know this person. She's gonna be Maisley Donner in Sunrise on the Reaping. Ah! I'm really looking forward to that. I was like, where have I seen her name? That's where I've seen her name. Oh goodness, I am looking forward to that movie so much. That's gonna be very good. Honk. Hello, Mess. I am just, I guess, fangirling over Sunrise on the Reaping movie coming out. I love the Hunger Games. Well, I don't love the concept of them, but I love the book series. And I guess their associated movies. I just feel like I had to say that to clarify. Okay, so Colobopus. Okay, I can spell. I sure can spell. Okay. I could have sworn this was the one I did a while ago, but apparently not. You got some energy drinks, blue raspberry and orange dreamsicle. Huh. Interesting. I wonder what those taste like. Why are we freaking out? Because I just got reminded that one of the Hunger Games novel about Hamish Abernathy's Hunger Games is being made into a movie. And I was like, where have I seen that actress's name? She's going to be cast as one of the main characters in that movie. The Honking Games with this leading it all. What even would be the Honking Games? Is it just like... Is it just like who can honk the loudest? Honestly, I'd be down for that. Just shout into a decibel meter. But then again, that wouldn't be like a multi-day event, would it? It'd just be like a one-time thing. It's just simply how loud can you be? Also, why does Clobbopus look like a Mimikyu already? It has the kind of weird-looking eyes, and it has the jagged edge at the bottom right here. There we go. It does kind of look like a Mimikyu now that I'm looking at it a little bit more. Only thing it's missing is the true eyes down here. There we go. Gonna do some buttons like that. District 13 rep here. Oh, what, you live in that region? Or what? Confusion. Oh well. Also, why does its little markings around the eyes? It looks like the Discord icon. Huh. I can't unsee that now. But yeah, apparently she opened Pokemon cards at the Oscars. That's pretty cool, actually. I like that. Honestly, that's the type of stuff I would do if I was invited to the Oscars. District 13 in the honking games, that's for sure. Hell yeah. Look at this little plushy guy. If it would have its clubs... It would have its claws going through the boxing gloves like Wolverine in the Origins movie for Wolverine. I haven't seen that, but I kind of get what you're saying. Hang on. So this is going to be like a little fabric covering. And then... like this? Like a little boxing glove. And then I guess we would just have the claws going through it. Yeah, I like that. There we go. We'll just have this one be the torn one and then just leave the other one the same, I think. Or should we do symmetry? I'm gonna test that out. He poked the claws through for intimidation. And I guess for a little extra... I guess a little extra hurting power. Or a little extra damage. Hurting power? Yes. Me speak good. Me speak so good. Wow. Actually, what if we just do away with the plush arm covering regardless? Because I don't think that's going to be good to move around in. So what I'm going to do... is do this, and this is just gonna be all Shadow Claw. It's not gonna be very convincing, but hey, it's gonna pack a punch. Plus, Mimikyu already knows Power Up Punch, don't it? It does. But yes, 41 Rangers drawn so far out of like I calculated around 250-ish. Super Sentai Rangers. One of Uni's favorite shows. There we go. Up. Okay, hold on. Draw. What the hell? Draw. Come on. There we go. Just have the thumb going like this. Is an old friend being difficult? So the fight was for information. He got his adamantium skeleton, so we revealed the claws to him, hence the intimidation factor. I see. I see. Okay. I'm not too familiar with Wolverine, so that seems like a pretty cool plot. Maybe I will watch a Wolverine movie. And And yeah, it's looking like I'll have to do symmetry on that. With the shadow claws poking through. So let me just finish that up real quick. The movie I love except for the Deadpool fail they did. What do you mean Deadpool fail? How could Deadpool fail? 9 for the main team. Wow, that's a lot. All I'll say is it's cringe what they did. Did they have him, like, fall on his own face or something? Eh. But yeah, no, I'm pretty sure it's not the same as Power Rangers. I could be incorrect. I don't know much about it. He doesn't have cancer? That's how... What? Confusion. Okay. So there's our little sketch. The original source for material for the Power Rangers. Oh, so Power Rangers was a spin-off of Sentai Rangers. Yeah. I'm learning a lot of new information today. Wow. Okay, this has got to look like a weird sort of balloon thing. There we go. I like the original Yellow Ranger since she didn't have to wear a skirt. I mean, heh. If you're already fully dressed, then a skirt seems kind of impractical in battle, yeah. Oh, it was an adaptation of Super Sentai that, like, broke off and became its own thing, I guess. They shut him up, per se. Oh. Lovely. Lovely. I need to interact with more things Deadpool, I think. Because it seems like right up my alley with the fourth wall breaks and I guess the witty stuff. I don't know. We'll see. Yellow in the Japanese was a guy? Ah, okay. I didn't know that. Most of the Super Sentai Girl Rangers have skirts. Yeah, that's why I liked it. Ah. Very cool. You know what? I'm just gonna copy this and flip it over to the other side. Of course, I'm not gonna use this because there's all sorts of weird artifacts and blurs from me transforming it like this. I'm just going to use it as a little template. Just do it almost the same. There we go. It's hard to find. Ah. I hope none of it becomes, like, lost media. Lost media makes me incredibly sad, because this thing that somebody put the effort of creating, somebody made the effort of creating it, and it just gets lost to time. That makes me sadder than you can imagine. Okay, so every team has their own storyline. There's no, like, continuity weirdness. Ah, okay. Interesting. There we go. I'm liking the Wolverine comment you made, Kyle, because this is making it, like, I don't know, 5 times better. I like it. Toei and Bandai owned. The only time you have to watch the previous season is with the crossover movies. Ah. Draw. Can I draw? Maybe. Maybe I can. Maybe I can't. Come on. Of course this Mimikyu fights dirty. A lot of Mimikyus fight dirty. Why would they not? They've got, like, ghost powers and stuff on their side, so... yeah, I'd use that to my advantage if I was in a fight. Come on. Should go approximately right there. That looks weird. Just need to fix it. Yeah, I think the placement of those overall makes sense. So I'm just going to select in here and do the little face details. Bronze knuckles, but a bit more ghastly. Yeah, I like that. Okay. So right now I'm going to do what I actually said I'd do and turn my pen size down for the finer details. Because I do that pretty often. I use like a thinner pen whenever I have to draw details in my sketchbook. But I don't do that for... I guess I just don't do that for... I guess I just don't do that for Mimikyus quite often, because I don't necessarily rush through them. I just have to get through them faster than I would my average drawing. I don't put as much thought into them, but I still love the Mimikyus. They are my children. Okay. So I just need some navy threads going through here. Alright, stitches. I'll be needing stitches. Dripping over myself. I'm begging you to come help. I know that I'm without your kisses, so I'll be needing stitches. Who made that song? I forgot who made that song. But it just got summoned out of my subconscious just now. That was pretty cool. His animal was a wolf, so I was naturally drawn to that. Yeah. Wolves are very cool. There we go. Shawn Mendes. Is that who did it? The name looks kind of familiar, so I guess that's how I did that. I guess that's who made it. Also, I think it was a step lower. I don't know why I did it a step above, but I did. And now I have to live with that decision because it's now publicized on the internet in real time. That's the beauty of it. Okay. I'm gonna fix this slightly because I got the head shape wrong. Hang on a minute. Nyssa, hi, I did a chaotic. I would expect nothing less. What'd you do? Yep, that is the guy who's saying that? Okay. Boop, boop, ba-doop. Okay. That's fine. Erase this nonsense. Hold on. I put every Legends ZA Mega Evolution into a Hunger Games simulator. Ooh, who ended up winning? I'm curious. Who ended up winning the Hunger Games simulation? And I guess any guesses from chat. Who won? Floette won? You know what? That's pretty cool. I'd accept that result. Just a tiny little pixie managed to take out Mega Zygarde. I guess it's always been a meme that dragon types are weak to fairy, because, you know, fairy is... It's not always like this, but fairy is stereotypically, you know, the pink cutesy. Like, you've seen the memes of Hydreigon fearing Sylveon, because it has, you know, a quad weakness. But, yeah. Clefable deserved the W, honestly. I love Mega Clefable so very much. Tatsugiri got their neck snapped by Scolipede? I'm not sure Tatsugiri has a neck. How? Okay. I guess I'm just not gonna question the randomness of Hunger Games Simulator. I guess we'll have some reinforcement on the palm here. But yeah, I'm pretty sure neither of those Pokemon have necks. I still don't know how that happened, but you know what? It happened. Bam. And I guess we'll use this little pink color. Okay. This is... There we go. Let's use that color instead. The poison type died to poison. That's incredible. I don't know how it managed that, but it somehow managed that. Do fish have necks? Like neck muscles at the least? I don't know. That's not a question for me. That's a question for the fish experts. Do fish have necks? Actually, no. Hold on. That's a question for Google. Do fish have necks? Yeah, nope. They don't have necks. I don't know what I expected. Fish do not have necks. There we go. That looks a bit better. I think it would look a lot better with shading, which is what I'm gonna do. Chimecho, the Pokemon famously known to have levitate, fell in a pit. Huh. The randomness can sometimes create comedy. I guess. Let me try doing this. Okay. Yeah, it's a lot better when it's not as dark. There we go. Boop. You would think I'd be a fish expert since I'm stuck on a rock, but nope, I've only been fishing once. Well, you know what? I've never been fishing. Then again, I'm not stuck on a rock like you are, so... I don't know, I'm not necessarily one to talk. Chandler somehow got blown up by an explosive? When explosion is a normal type move? Did somebody, like, switch it a ring target or something? That's the only other possible explanation I can think of. Also, Flash Fire is an ability. I know! The logic isn't logicking. The logic is not logicking. Not at all. The only boat I've ever been on is a canoe. Have I ever been on a boat before? I don't think I have. No, I don't think I've ever been on a boat. That's crazy. Maybe I should go on a boat. I don't like canoes. Yeah, from what I've seen of them, they seem a little... I don't know. Unstable. Dragalge. The famously aquatic Pokemon. Drowned. That's a real brain teaser, I guess. I've never been on the water or in the sky. I've been on a plane before, but I guess I just haven't ever been on the water. I was not raised around water, so yeah. Just have never experienced that. Me, unstable story of my life. I didn't mean to say that, Yudi. I meant canoes are unstable. I don't know, you may very well be unstable, but that's not for me to decide. That's for a qualified professional. I guess you are a landlubber, Kyle. But hey, that's okay. We accept landlubbers here. We accept... Gengar, the Pokemon famously known for scaring others, ran away from the cornucopia. I guess that Gengar was just a scaredy cat? Here we go. Oh. Oh, you went surfing? Hey, that's very cool. I think I'd be too scared if I tried to surf. Again, I haven't been in boats. I guess the deepest water I've been in was a really deep pool. And even then, I could still, you know, stand up in it. So I don't know if I necessarily have a fear of the water or anything. I'm just not accustomed to it. Logic is not a thing in Hunger Games Simulator. It's just not going to make sense. You say make it make sense, but the universe responds to your plea with cold indifference. Okay. Let's do this. You get used to falling off. I also did bodyboarding too. Yeah, I guess you would get used to falling off if you did it repeated the same thing that many times. But yeah. No, I don't think I ever want to surf. I mean, it looks cool. Like, I've watched a surfing competition before on TV, but I don't want to do it. I do not want to get involved in all that. No, no, no. Time to send in my silly Alcremie. Hey, nice. Yes, please do. If you have an original character or a pop culture character that you would like me to draw, send in a response to that Google form. I would appreciate it, because I'm going to spin a wheel, and you might get your character chosen to be drawn. It might happen. It might just happen. So, you should submit. It's relaxing just floating in the creek. Yeah. He's an octopus baby now? Yes, he is. Mimikyu is now an octopus baby. And we're going to make the adult octopus in just a second. Right now, I'm just finishing up Clobopus Mimikyu. Ten 10,000 plus lakes. That's wild to me. How can you possibly have that many bodies of water? Huh. Consider my mind blown. Okay. Definitely looks better with that. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's that. That is our Clobopus Mimikyu. I just need to remember its Pokedex number. Remembering things. I'm good at that. Somewhat. Somewhat. 0852 Clobopus. 852 Clobopus. Okay. There we go. That looks pretty good. So now let's go on to Grapploct, and then we're going to knock out some Paldea Pokemon. Well, not knock out. To be honest, I don't think I can beat most of these Pokemon in a fight. I was going to guess 840. Hey, it was around there. Deadpool Q being chased by Wolverine Q with its adamantium claws at the ready. Hey, that sounds like a fun drawing. For the doc, that is, would that be a viable suggestion? Yeah. Yeah, that'd be viable. I'm up to doing, like, 2 characters so long as it's not too complicated. Also, so please, no Genshin Impact characters. Their designs are really complicated. Their designs are really complicated, so I don't want to draw Genshin Impact characters. I remember when somebody requested me to draw the big blue dragon from it. I think its name started with a D. I don't remember. But yeah, somebody suggested me to draw that, and it's just like, they're Oh my goodness, there ain't no way I can draw this in 15 minutes. Or less. There ain't no way. I do like drawing dragons, though. I should probably get better at it. Okay. Bam. How do I draw? That's an excellent question. I have no idea. Yeah. Meganium has no hands. I guess it just used, like a vine whip and just stabby stab. Yeah, Uni had the same idea. The vine whip. There we go. I'm gonna make this all wobbly and shaky, I guess. Like this. Okay. Now this guy looks a bit more like a luchador. There we go. Hold on. I'm gonna make the bottom of this rounded. Megadium went rogue and just sharpened the vine whip. The question is, can they feel with those things? So that would potentially be a painful process. Okay. Add like a little button back here. Force Sableye to kill Clefable, what'd she do? Okay, that's interesting. Because for a long time, Sableye very famously had no weakness, and then when Fairy type came around, it was Sableye's only weakness, and it still is. So, yeah. I'm just beyond questioning the randomness at this point. Hold on. I guess I'll just make the shadow claws all curvy to look a bit more like tentacles. Sableye forcing Chandler to kill Clefable. No, I think it was the other way around. Chandler was the one that forced Sableye. I guess I'll add, like, little fake suckers on the claws as well, like that. Okay. But yeah, they snuggled in round one. That's great. Bam. Okay, time to line this thingy. The YouTube chat glitch is fixed now? Hey, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Mega Lucario, the Pokemon famously known for being Steel type, got strangled. That's the logic. The logic. The logic. Okay. Hold on. Need to get the head shape correct, like this. Of course it was Floette. I can't click the link in the pinned message on mobile. Oh no, hold on. I'm gonna do a thing real quick. I'm gonna do a thing. Okay, there we go. I just pinged everyone in updates, so you can click that link. There we go. Can I get some honks in the chat? That'd be amazing. 3 of them fell in a pit. Starmie, Barbarical, and Banette. The logic. The logic is incredible. The logic is strong with this particular Hunger Games. And by strong, I mean not strong at all. There we go. Ribbit honk, yes. Honk honk. There we go. Seeing all the honks in chat make me very happy. Honk. Okay, so I guess we'll make the eyes out of this color. Bam. Okay. Whoop. Whoop. Add a sucker there, add a sucker there. You have wings? My goodness. It's just a whole lot of scuff. Wait, oops. Hold on. Bam. I guess Dragonite just forgot how to use its wings. Heatran got set on fire. Okay. I'm amazed. Alright, look at this. Look at this little guy. Darkrai threw a Molotov at him? That sounds like a nightmare. I mean, it quite literally was. That was unintentional. I swear that was unintentional. I also made a dad joke unintentionally yesterday, and I was so mad at myself. You have no idea. It was so bad. Oh, hold on. Just get those little white pixels out of here. There we go. Look at that. Now I just need to finish the thing. That is both simultaneously easier and harder than it sounds. Oh. Get a little face shadow in there. Now I just need this color for the shadow for the yellow specifically. Because it's going to look weird if it's shadowed with purple. We don't necessarily want that. Oops. Fix that. Carbominable climbed a tree. I expect nothing less from Carbominable. I expect nothing less. Okay. Hold on a minute. I need to shade right here too. Hang on. Add a little bit of shine to the buttons and the fake, like, stickers. There we go. No! No, not Embor. I knew it was on the chopping block. It was going to perish because, you know, what's it? Floette was the one that won this, but still, no. My boyfriend's mascot. How dare. Okay. So that is 0853 grab blocked. Just save that on there, and I will actually be right back. I need to do something. Be right back. Hello there, I am alive. Sorry for leaving, just had to check up on my dog. She went to the vet today and she's kind of hurting, but she's alright. She's doing good. When he talks a little, riding a cyclist like a cowboy. It's one request per person. So, yeah. If you already submitted one, I don't think you can submit another one. I died from old age? Well, I'm glad to know your ghost can still type. But yeah, hey August. Okay. So, how do I draw again? That's a good question. What was I gonna do? Okay, I need to do Houndstone. Honestly, Houndstone kind of disappointed me because Reaver just looks like a little baby. And then Houndstone, I don't know. I think the rocky teeth didn't do it much good. Best wishes to your puppy? Yes. Dragalgy just gave Ampharos cancer. Amazing. But yeah, I probably think I could draw that in 15 minutes. It's gonna be scuffed, but I can probably do it. Just think, is Nyssa able to draw this in 15 minutes? Just think of that. Okay, now, hold on. What did I do for my Greavard again? Hang on a second. Where is the Greavard? Legit, where is it? I lost it. Yo, low-key, where did it go? Where'd it go? Okay, here it is. I found it. I found it. I'm proud of myself. I found it. Oh, it's just a little guy, and it has a Litwick on top. I ate it. Oh my goodness. Of course you did. Okay. So I'm just gonna have this in here as a little reference. Holy moly, that's cute. Yes, I love my Greavard Mimikyu. It's so adorable. But right now, I have to do the evolution, which is Houndstone. Which is not necessarily a glow-up, let's just say that. I much prefer Greavard over Houndstone. So it's gonna have a shaggy mop of hair. But how are you today, Siren? How are you? OP, though? What? What does that mean? Oh, his signature move is banned. I don't remember what that's called. What is it? Oh, it's Last Respect. I forgot about that. Because for some reason, I thought that was Basculegion's move. It technically still is. But I just forgot about Houndstone, I guess. It's not a cute little ghost puppy anymore, so I have trouble remembering it. He can learn it too, yeah? I'm pretty sure the move was created for him, wasn't it? What came first as far as learning the move? Was it Houndstone or Basculegion's move? Because I seem to remember it being Basculegion's first before it was Houndstone's. I could be wrong, though. I could be wrong. I think it was Hound. Okay. Just a nice little gravestone on top of there. It's starting to look... This one is starting to look like the conductor from A Hat in Time. No eyes, jagged beak. Okay, to make it look more like a dog, I'm gonna add the button nose. But you'd know it more than me? I didn't know that, so I learned something new today. Do you have a favorite dog Pokemon? Greavard's pretty close to the top of the list. I also really like Smeargle, because, you know, artist dog and everything. I also really like Yamper. It's adorable. But yeah, no, I like the dogs. Oh, and I also forgot about Hisuian Growlithe for some reason. Why would I forget about him? He's the boy. Adorable. To be honest, I don't think I could pick a favorite. They're all dogs, and I love dogs. There we go. I actually had to take my dog to the vet today. She had to have a procedure done, and she's still kind of hurting, but she's doing better now. There we go. I guess we'll just make it have like this. Yeah. Body shape, go burr, I guess. This thing's starting to look kind of ugly. Then again, Houndstone looks kind of ugly, so I'm not sure if I can save this. Bam. There we go. Tailbone like that. And then, this is not looking good. I think it's the shape of the hair. It looks a bit too round and wavy. And that's, I guess, throwing off my shape language a little. Just put it like this. There we go. The thing is about these letters, too, is that they're not all that jagged. I mean, I guess I could try making them that way. That works. That works. And now I need to fix the hair on the other side. And I guess we'll make little details like that just to distinguish it from the mouth material. Because this Pokemon's kind of gray, in case you hadn't noticed. I guess that's the best I could make it look. There we go. There we go. I don't know anything about Cult of the Lamb, so I have no idea what you're talking about. I guess maybe I should enlarge the tail? We'll see. Does anybody have any suggestions on how the heck to make this better? Okay. That bone does that. Looks better. Eat the tail? I don't think I want to eat bones. I think I'll leave that to the dogs. Yeah, I don't know how they made that design work. Let's just say that. You made him look cute? Yeah, I guess that's the best I can do. I made him look cute instead of evil and intimidating. Okay. Yeah, I guess since the proportions are not as exaggerated, and I guess they're more like Greavard, the cute little dog. I guess it reads as a bit cuter. We'll try this. Hold on, I need to make my stabilizer a bit higher. Because we don't want weird not jaggedy. All weird lines. I don't want weird line art. Then again, I am weird, so any line art I do, therefore, automatically becomes weird. There we go, just do the side of that. Look at this little dog. I want a pet Greavard. Maybe not so much Houndstone. But you know what? If it came up to me, I'd pet it anyway. Because it is dog, and dogs deserve pets. I'm definitely gonna give my dog some more pets later. She deserves them. There we go. I think the big button nose also does a fair bit with determining the cuteness. There we go. Don't you lose your life force if you pet a Greavard? It'd be worth it, Uni. It would be so worth it. Because it's just a cute little ghost dog. How bad could it be? But yeah, that's what I'll do. I will pet my dog and I will not lose life force because she's not a Greavard. There we go, big dog eyes. Ooh, rocks are tasty. Maybe I should eat some of those. Pet and just turn into an old brune, a crone, is that what you mean? Like a really old woman? I guess that's what I'd turn into. What kind of dog do you have, if I may ask? She is a little Shih Tzu. I may have posted some pictures of her in the pets channel, but I don't remember. Her name is Mocha. She is very cute, and I love her very much. Okay, so now I'm gonna go on a separate little details layer and just do this. And I guess I'll take this text and put it on the details layer too, because don't want that messing up my coloring process. Not good. Okay. That looks better? Okay. That's it. That's the coloring. Just kidding. There's a lot more shades of gray in this design than this one. Okay. Definitely need like a warmer gray for this. Like, oh hey, maybe not that warm. Bam, ba, bow. Now let's see if this works. I think it should. Hopefully, maybe. We'll see. Just need the bone. No one told me that when I got a girlfriend I'd have to buy the ears separate. What? Is your girlfriend a potato head toy? What? Huh? I don't think I get that joke, Space Ghost. I don't understand. The ears separately? What? Okay. I just don't understand. Okay. Now we need to actually shade this thing, because saying like she doesn't listen? Okay. Well, having a partner that listens is pretty important, so... Or is it just another joke of yours? Because I don't think you have a girlfriend right now. But... I wasn't sure whether that was a rant or a joke. But yeah, welcome in, Space Ghost. I don't have one of those things you call a girlfriend. Well, then what would I call it? What would I call it? I don't know. We shall see. There we go. Look at this absolute goober. I love it. There we go. Little ghost dog is almost done. I'm gonna make the shadow a little bit more purple. Just to contrast to the stupid amount of gray there is in this design. Recording coloring time. Nice. We love to see it, Uni. We love to see it. Do. I'm gonna do some softish shading with this as well. There we go. BRB, I'm gonna get ice cream. Hey, very nice. What flavor? And are you sharing some with me? You should share some with me. If you don't share your ice cream with me, then what's the point of having ice cream? There you go. I'm pretty much chill with any flavor of ice cream. Chill. I like pretty much every flavor of ice cream except mint chip. I do not like. Vanilla with chocolate chips and whipped cream I shall share with everyone here. Hey, very good. Very good. I accept this offering. Okay. This is a lot of an improvement over the original. And I thought my jokes were bad. I had to make the joke, Space Ghost. You understand. You understand. I had to. There we go. I have cat toys shaped like a ketchup packet, mustard packet, Oreo cookie, and a glass of milk. Ooh, interesting. What are your cat's favorite toys? Because often when you get a pet, their favorite toys are the ones that you least expect them to like. I know that when we initially got Mocha, she was like almost out of puppyhood. But we got her all these toys like shaped like fruit or whatever. Also, the amount of dog toy variety in this world is astounding. I'm just gonna say that. But yeah, we got her a lot of toys like shaped like fruits or like little animals or whatever. And her favorite ended up being this little barely formed brown thing. We couldn't even identify what animal it was, so we just call it the Beast. We don't know what to call that dog toy anymore. It's just the Beast. It could be like a squirrel, it could be a beaver, it could be some sort of weird looking cat. I don't know what it is. It's just the Beast. Unidentified creature. Newt's favorite toy is pom-pom balls. I need to check under the fridge for them again. Bones' favorite is anything with feathers. Yeah. Honestly, I am a little jealous of you because sometimes I just wish I could be around cats without sneezing, but yeah. I don't know. You pet them extra for me, okay? Mustard. Hey, shut up. I don't know why I did that one. Get the caps. Houndstone. I think I partially read Oreo cookie, so I partially said the k sound. Old Roy Chewy things from Walmart. Oh yeah, I think I know the ones you're talking about. The yeah, those. I told you to get a Sphinx cat. They're literally hairless. Knowing me and my family, I bet we'd still be allergic to them somehow. I don't know how we would, but we somehow would. Okay, Screamtail. We're kind of getting into the Paradox Pokemon here. Okay. Look at that little guy. Alright, Screamtail. The ancient relative of Jigglypuff. Whoa. I want a corgi if I ever could get another pet. Honestly, I've been tempted to get a corgi. Like, when I have a place of my own, I want a little corgi. A corgi or like a big retriever. Or a Shih Tzu. I just love dogs. I want to pet all of the dogs. Okay. On a corgi or ferrets? Yeah, supposedly ferrets are social animals. You can't have just one. They need to socialize. I enjoy seeing others' ferrets, but I don't think I'd ever get them, like, IRL. Although I did have a dream the other day that I had a ton of ferrets. I don't remember how many it was, but there were a lot. I remember getting overwhelmed by ferrets, and I drew on the wrong layer. I love myself. I'd get a capybara. I think capybara is one of the new in-fashion animals. Like, I see a lot of merchandise being made with capybaras. I don't really know that much about them, however. They are pretty cute. Kind of like sloths and llamas were in fashion. They were being put onto clothing. Okay. Boop-a-doo. Depends on their diet and how you take care of them is how you don't get them to stink up your home. Yeah, I've heard ferrets can be quite stinky. They're really tame animals? I don't know. I've just simply never considered owning a capybara before. Just sent in my art requests form. Gonna try to make it for the live stream tomorrow. Hey, pretty good. Welcome on in, Solo the Nerd. I hope you're doing good today. Okay. There we go. Look at this cute little thingy thing. I still don't know exactly what Jigglypuff is supposed to be. What animal are you? This animal I have become. Oh, or an otter, but that's a lot of money and time. Yeah, an otter is quite a bit of an investment. I mean, I do enjoy pictures of otters. My favorite Pokemon, the thingy thing. Yeah, the thingy thing. Don't tell me you... Hold on. Wait a minute. Don't tell me you don't know the thingy thing? How dare you? How dare you not know the thingy thing? Kids these days. Okay. Put myself back to normal. Okay. Just gotta add little plushy arms. Just like that. Okay. Very specific, the thingy thingy? Yes! Like I said, the thingy thingy uni. Don't tell me you don't know what the thingy thingy is. Come on. I thought we went over this last time. Okay. That looks somewhat okay, I guess. Yeah, that sure is a creature. This sure is a creature. There we go. Okay. I will be right back. Give me 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. I'm back. Everything is fine. Everything is normal. Absolutely nothing is on fire right now. Don't worry about it. Okay. Just got some little tendrils going off of the main thing right here. Actually, wait. Look at that. My cat just meowed at me. We love to see it. Give your cat extra pets. I've been binge watching Haikyuu. That's the volleyball anime, right? Yeah. Well, not the volleyball anime. I suspect there are others, but that's the only one that I know of. I am correct on that. Yeah. In the main character's main ability his main ability is to jump super high, but he hasn't practiced at all and he's naive. Am I getting this correct, or am I thinking of something different? Am I going crazy? Perhaps I am. Okay, get big thick eyes. Or big thick lines for the button eyes. Got the little threads for the buttons. Whoa. Drawing. Sometimes I know how to do it, and sometimes I do not. Okay. Whoa. Okay. I'm just doing stuff and things, which I totally know how to do. It's still crazy to me how there's less than 100 mons left in this entire project. I technically started this 6 years ago, but it was restarted 3 years ago. And I've just been steadily working at it ever since. I've dedicated a lot of my life to it, and I have to say I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty happy with how this has turned out so far. Okay. Blech. I'm pretty happy with it, except for this one specific line that I can't even draw correctly. Okay. Get our little fangs right here. Okay. Now I just need little blushies. Scientifically improve something by a factor of 10 times. Or at least in the cuteness factor. You know what? No. It just improves everything. I suspect if you added blushies to me, it would make me 10 times cuter, no matter how cute I already am. But yeah, there we go. Look at this little guy. Okay. Just need varying shades of pink. Okay. Alright, now big yellow buttons for the eyes. Then, whoops, black in the ears, although... that looks like it could be a decent shiny. I'm kind of sad that they made all the what's-its, the future Paradox Pokemon, they just made this, they just made them all this, like, ugly chrome color. It worked for some of them, but most certainly not for others. I think if you just let me loose on the entire Pokedex, I think I could recolor their shinies pretty good. I don't know, maybe that's the next all Pokemon project. I don't think it is, but you know what? That would be pretty cool. Okay. Fix everything that I've done wrong. There we go. Fixed. Somewhat. There we go. Got this color in here. It looks a little uncanny with just the yellow taking up the entirety of the eyes, but you know what? It's a Mimikyu. It's supposed to look like that. That is not dark enough. I can fix things. Just need some of this. Did the Hunger Games with the Mega Pokemon again. Darkrai fell into a frozen lake and drowned. Everybody give it up for Darkrai. Applause for the floating nightmare Pokemon for falling in a frozen lake. Incredible. Iconic. What a queen. Okay. What? I don't know how I did that, but I did that. Wait. Hold on. Oh. Okay, that's really interesting. I did not know you could do that. So I just figured this out. So apparently, if you hold down the shift key and click the icon to make your layer invisible, you toggle on all the layers. You toggle off all the layers that are currently visible and toggle on all the layers that are invisible. Huh. That is most certainly a thing. I learned something new today. Okay, now I just gotta do the lighting for this. Okay. As time goes on, I'm starting to like Screamtail more and more. But not Jigglypuff. No, absolutely not. Like Sploose? What about like Sploose? What's like Sploose? What do you mean like Sploose? Okay, what? That in here? You learned about Sploose. Indeed I did. That one fateful day. I done messed up. There we go. This looks like a properly vicious beast. I love it. Okay. That one's checked off. I need to check off Houndstone. Where's Houndstone? There we go. And Screamtail. Alright. 0985 Screamtail. I remember when the Paradox Pokemon's names just all seemed so weird because, oh my goodness, they're two-word names in Pokemon. That can't be a thing. And then we're just all so used to it now. Gonna fix this again. Alright, so next up is Brute Bonnet. By the way, if anybody has any suggestions from the Galar or Paldea region that I haven't done yet, I would appreciate hearing them. What do you want me to draw on stream? Brute Bonnet. Okay. This little guy is either going to be really easy or really difficult. Iron Bundle. Have I done Iron Bundle yet? Iron Bundle, yes, I did do that, little guy. There we go. I did Iron Bundle. So now we need Brute Bonnet. Let's see, what other Paradox Mons haven't I done? I haven't done Iron Boulder, Crown, Jugulus, Moth. Wow. I haven't done a lot of those. Okay. Oh, and Iron Leaves as well. Okay. Probably need to actually get drawing. Okay. There we go. And I haven't done Iron Thorns. Have I done that one? Hold on. Iron Thorns. Oh, yes. I have done him. There we go. Now it works. But yeah, that's my Iron Thorns. I really do like doing that, the dots effect with the Future Paradox Pokemon. I like it. There we go. Spike. 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 Okay. Top 5 gambling. We love gambling. I find it funny how Streamlabs still has a lot of currency. Oh, that's great. Streamlabs is still #1 on the leaderboard. I drew on the wrong layer. Hang on a minute. There we go. I can fix things. Yeah, the difference between second and third is is crazy. Okay. Wait, does this have a tail? It kind of looks like it has a tail. Huh. I guess it has a tail. Okay. It has a Mimikyu mouth already. And it has 4 legs, I just noticed that. Huh. I guess I've never really just taken a look at Brute Bonnet, besides, you know, haha, it's spiky and all that. There we go, and another shield. And I think that's my design. Okay. If you did your math correctly, then yeah, you approximately need that much. You're loving it already on season 2? Nice. Very nice. Again, that is the volleyball anime, correct? Yeah. Probably should have searched that up, but yeah. Come on. Yes, the volleyball on? Okay. I need to watch more anime. I'm still making my way through the Apothecary Diaries and Dr. Stone. Those are 2 of my all-time favorite series. But I guess I just haven't found the time to watch anime recently. I need to do that. Okay. Whoa, no, wrong layer. We still gotta watch more of One Piece and then move on to the live action? Yes. Absolutely. And I gotta binge more of Shield Hero later. That one seems interesting. I don't really know much about it. There's the raccoon girl and then... I don't know. I don't know much about it. I've just heard from what you've told me, Aiden. I like it a lot, but I recommend only watching season 1. What happens in the later seasons? What happens in the later seasons? Does it just kind of lose the initial plot? Because I know a lot of shows like that, and unfortunately, I think one of my favorite shows is losing the plot a little bit. They sent their main characters to space. It was supposed to be a grounded, kind of somewhat practical show. But whatever. I don't watch it much anymore. 1 is peak, 2 is okay, 3 is good so far, not sure about season 4. What do you mean you're not sure about it? Have you just not watched it yet, or what? What? I like it because it's fantasy and all that. But I can understand why others don't think it's good beyond season 1. Okay. Oh, you haven't seen it yet. Okay. Because I was like, well, that could mean anything. There we go. Whoa. There we go. Whoa, hold on. Hello, Aaron the Applin. How you doing? Currently, I'm drawing Brute Bonnet as Mimikyu. I made it my aim to draw every Pokemon as Mimikyu, and so far that's what I've been doing. I can form an opinion on something pretty easy if I've seen it. Like, I have an opinion about Brand New Day's trailer being amazing. I still haven't watched that, I'm sorry. Freerin is another good one. Ooh, that looks interesting. We all have a lot of media we want to consume in the near future, I think. Well, almost saved my work. I mean, I still need to do that. But maybe not necessarily right now. You really have a bad time about watching things, babe? I know. I think the issue with that is if I'm not actively participating in it, like if I'm not playing a video game or doing art or whatever, then I'm just not going to engage with it. And I'm not really sure why that is. It just is. But yeah, Uni, how big of an anime watch list do you have? It's supposed to look scuffed. It's a Mimikyu. Oh, hello, Darthic. Were you summoned? I think you were summoned. Whoa. Hold on, I just accidentally minimized everything. That's not good. But yeah, apparently you're still in debt. Looks more scuffed than normal. Yep. It is. Have you made Applin yet? Yes, I have. Hang on a second. Hold on. Applin. I've made the entire Applin line, actually. I have very few Galar Pokemon left. Hang on. So I have made Applin. I also made Flapple. Little apple slice wings. I made Appleton, our favorite pie. And then here is Hydrapple. I made all the Apple Dragons. Your vertical stream was never set to go live. I know. I'm just gonna delete it at this point. Delete forever. Goodbye. Okay. Alright, that's deleting. The Applin line looks so good. What about Diplin? Wait, did I make Diplin? Oh yes, I did make Diplin. I forgot about that. I forgot that Diplin was the awkward teenager phase. I forgot about that. But yeah, I hope you enjoy all the Applin line Mimikyus, Aaron. Okay. For now, though, I'm going to continue work on Brute Bonnet. Yeah, it was one of the older ones, I think. Before I, like, settled really into the rhythm of this art style. There we go. Nice concentric rings. Thankfully, it's still a really good one. Yeah, it's not one that I have to redo. It just looks, I think, a bit older because the lines are thicker. That's definitely why. We don't talk about what happened with Yveltal and Garchomp. We don't talk about them. We just don't talk about it. We don't talk about Garchomp. No, no, no. We don't talk about Garchomp. Okay. Tail. With Kalos and Alola done, still excited to see the compilation video for those. Ooh, yes. Those are gonna be very good once I am finished with editing them. There we go. Need to make that a bit brighter, and I think a little bit... Yeah, there we go. Bam, and then just color this in for, like, 70% of the Pokemon. Okay, bam. There we go, so let's talk about Garchomp. I'm not sure we want to do that. Garchomp was one of the few that I recovered from my old files. I actually started this project 6 years ago, but I didn't get very far due to, well, my parents seized my computer, and I was not allowed to continue streaming. But they let me stream again 3 years ago, and then, yeah, it's just been history ever since. Garchomp. The current iteration of Garchomp looks like... Where's Garchomp? Hey, where is it? Can I not read? I am blinder than a bat. Where is... Garchomp? Oh, yeah. So here is what Garchomp currently looks like. The older version... It's not good. Yeah, I hope Aiden doesn't explode into smithereens. That does not sound good. So Nyssa isn't 58? No! What? What gave you that impression? I don't think I have the old Garchomp anymore. I'm afraid that file is lost to time. Yeah, I was gonna say, why would I be 58? Did... She's older than me, but not by that much! No. I am not a cougar. Oh, that's funny. I was gonna say, what could possibly have given you that impression? Yeah, exactly. Exactly, what could possibly have given you that? What? I'm too confused. Yeah, Dorothy, please explain yourself, my guy. Oh my gosh. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Who said that? I invoke the fifth? The fifth what? Oh my goodness. Literally just explain why you said that, please. I'm legitimately curious. Was it like a joke or something? Or do I just give that impression of being old? I don't know. technically you are a mother because of our son Bulba. Oh yeah, a plushie is our son. Somehow. Sun and Moon are 10 years old. Sun was also my first Pokemon game. Hey, nice. Yes, that was Big Shot. So you did in fact detect a freedom motif. Darthix just being random for the sake of being random. Yeah, that's just the explanation I'm gonna go with. Okay. Okay. I need to stop shaking in fear, because that doesn't really get you anywhere. So I need to make this look, like, extra menacing. Should I fill in those eyes? Hang on. I'm gonna try filling this in. Yeah, that looks better. Yeah, Darthix just trolling. Okay. Bop, bop, bop. Dope. He got the age way off. I'm actually 1,000 decades old and can never die. How did you know? How did you know? No. Okay. Don't you dare find out my secrets. I'm totally not a vampire or anything. Totally not. Okay. Listen, just don't shake in fear, quiver instead. Maybe I can do that. Hang on. Maybe I could just Okay, that's being really afraid. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Oh. Hold on, I was so afraid that I accidentally resized my entire window. Let's maybe not do that. Okay. But yeah, totally not totally not a vampire or anything. Okay. Okay. Well, my colors, they got stolen. Okay. Just need to fix everything. But yeah, I don't think I'll be that scared again because, well, that causes technical problems. I guess, speaking of technical problems, I find it really funny that this doesn't happen very often, but sometimes whatever technology I'm using somehow reflects my emotions. Like, whenever I've been really tired or really mad, my internet has crashed before. And, oh gosh, this was a really funny story. So, when I was working a shift at the, I guess where I work, at a fast food place, you know, I was operating the fryer as normal. We were in the middle of a rush, and, oh gosh, we were in the middle of a rush, and, oh gosh, I was just really frustrated, so I told the fryer, you know, it goes beep, 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 to signify, hey, this food is done. You know, the alarm was going off, and I just told it, oh my god, shut up, and the fryer shut off. The fryer shut off when I told it to shut up. I managed to turn it back on. I did not actually want it to shut up, but that's still really funny. Okay. I just need to do this, and this. Hold on, I need my airbrush. Wait, oops. I just need to reduce that a little. And then we need light. Let there be light. Okay. Shut up, not shut up, you stupid friar. Exactly. I'm pretty sure that's almost verbatim what I said. Just, like, I didn't mean that. I didn't actually mean that. I don't tend to insult what I'm working with for that very reason. It's just like, listen, the technology is being a bit of not good, but I will not insult it for the sake of not further angering it. Okay. And there we go, there's Brute Bonnet. Okay. I think that one's right after Screamtail. Yes, it is. Okay. Let's save that as 0986. Hold on. Brute Bonnet. Okay. There we go. Okay. Right now, I'm going to actually edit the lists just to see, you know, hey, I've crossed off these certain things, so what do I have left? Okay, I'm gonna close this because I didn't make it today. So take this off. What? Wait. No, that one was made. What? Okay. Sorry, just doing a little record keeping really quick. Just to prevent any confusion. I also did... Where's Houndstone? Okay, so there are officially 50 Pokemon left in Paldea right now. Okay. We've done Clobbopus, Graplocked, and Milcery today, so there are now... Oh yeah, and Overquill. So there are now 12 Pokemon left in the Galar region. Wow. Wait, did I do Basculegion already? Hold on. My record keeping may not be 100% accurate. Huh. I thought I did Basculegion. Okay, yep, nope, I'm officially going crazy. I'm going insane. I'm losing my brain. It went out the window. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. I've done 7 tonight. Let's do 2 more. Let's see. What 2 should I do? Let's do some good ones. I want some bangers. And maybe some mash. Okay. So let's do... Annihilate. Annihilate. And then... Let's see... Ooh. You know what? Let's do a Futuremon. Iron Moth. So that makes 9 total Mimikyus tonight. I just need to draw them. My favorite past or future forms. Good morning from the Philippines. Hello! I missed a lot of chat while I was record keeping. Hold on. But yeah, good morning from the Philippines. But you know what? Good evening from Murica. My favorite Paradox Pokemon. I'd have to say Iron Moth. That thing, was really powerful during a draft league of Pokemon. So I really like it. It brought the house down with choice specs. If it's not 100% accurate, it's 50% accurate. That seems to be the case. Although I have hit Focus Blast more times than I've missed, so I don't know how this statistics thing is supposed to work. Okay. But yeah, no, I am the one person who seems to hit Focus Blast. It seems that way. Okay, now how do I spell? Annihilate. I just spelled its name in typing, and now I can't actually spell it. But yeah, I'd have to say Iron Moth is my favorite future one. As far as favorite past one... I don't want to say Slitherwing, because, well, That's another Volcarona variant, but you know what? It's gonna be Slitherwing. It's gonna be Slitherwing. I just love the little fluffy moth. Cause I mean, hold on. Because, like, how can you not love these guys? They're so cute. I love them. Oh, they're just fluffy moths. Okay. And I fully intend to complete not their line, but I guess their trio. Like the three mons based on each other. Whatever. Whatever the terminology is. But yes, I do love the fiery moths. What's the name of the giraffe, Reiko? I had the name. And what? I can see it perfectly in my head. It's got the long neck and everything. It knows Thunderclap. What? Red, why'd you have to ask me about this? Now all knowledge is leaving my brain. How dare you? What is it? Raging Bolt. It's Raging Bolt. I remembered it because I was like, Annihilate, Rage, and it's Raging Bolt. It's Raging Bolt. I lost a Mon and a Nuzlocke because they hit every Zap can. Oh, that is deeply unfortunate. It's like you fully expected to miss, but no. It's just a statistical anomaly. We love to see it. Okay. Now for Annihilate. There are well over 1,000 Pokemon now. Remembering all of them takes effort. Yep, it does. And somehow I do. Well, except for that one little case, but let's not worry about that. Let's not worry. Okay. Five Zap Cannons in a row. Okay. Hold on. Hold on a minute. I need to do some math. That is... Oh my goodness. Wow. I'm pretty sure that is... Wow. 0.5 power of 5. That is... Hold on. Times 100. That's a 3% chance. Congratulations. I don't know if I did that math correctly, but... It works for our purposes. Because that is... really low. Not astronomically low, but you know what? It's the kind of thing that just makes you stare at the screen in horror for a few seconds. Just like, why did I even do this in the first place? There have been such cases of ridiculous luck in Pokemon battles before. I know Aiden was getting really mad at one point about one move dual wing beat. Because that missed in a pivotal moment for him. It has like 90% accuracy. 9 out of 10 times it hits. And then that one time it just freaking didn't. Also, why would Annihilate in an alternate universe? It'd make a good anime protagonist, I think. Oh, you got a shiny? Hey, nice. Wait, did you get this just now? My shiny magnet reputation lives on, I think. Because if you did get it just now, that's really funny, because apparently when either watching my streams or in VC, people just get more shinies. I don't know how, I don't know why. Doesn't even matter how hard I try. No? Okay. Oh, last year? I see. But yeah, supposedly if you shiny hunt while watching the stream, it's good luck. Okay. Boop-a-doo-ba-doo. It was in a Nuzlocke? Oh. Oh yeah, that'd have to be really lucky then. to get a shiny Pokemon as your very first encounter on the route. Oh, it was a Zubat? That makes sense, actually. That makes sense. I'm gonna have it, like, partially risen off the ground, like it's using its claws to keep itself up. It's like doing some push-ups, I think. Bam. And then it's just like permanently mad. Just like that. My flying type died right after I got it? Oh, so that's both lucky and unlucky. I see. There we go. We have the little iron bands on it. There we go. Look at this little edgy edgelord. So I put the Zubat on my team. Very nice. There we go. I've been considering doing another Nuzlocke challenge for a while. I might. Okay. I need the pure red rage of its eyes. Oh, hang on. These eyes look uneven. Hang on. I'm being driven insane. Now I know why. Hang on. Whoops. There we go. Now it's working. That's how it's done. Okay. My shield Nuzlocke was saved by the focus band I put on my one Mon. That has a 10% chance to activate, right? Wow. Yeah, that's cutting it real down to the wire. What happened? I guess the close calls is what makes the Nuzlocks entertaining. The close calls and I guess all the memorable losses. There we go. We have the broken wristbands. There we go. This is one hell of a push-up. Just lifting your entire body off the ground. The final fight with one Mon left in the red. Wow. That is crazy. But hey, I guess that made for a memorable win. go, we have more fur, and then we have our little pig nose here. There we go. There we go. Now it looks mad. Perfect. Gastrodon was the last one standing. Of course it would be Gastrodon. We love Gastrodon here. I love Gastrodon. It's a very cute little slug. Okay. Boop. Badoop. That needs to be fixed. There we go. Just a couple little white pixels. Just like that. Okay. These are not mirrored, and it's making me a little mad. Maybe about as mad as this Mimikyu right here. Hang on. I'm gonna erase this entire one and kind of copy it over from here. Max guard 2 times in a row. Oh, man. Yeah, that's rough, buddy. Okay, copy, paste. Let's flip this over. Oh. Okay. Need to not have that color. I need this one. For all my line art. There we go. I'm getting things done. Look at me. Well, okay. Need this. Oh, you were under leveled. Ah, that makes sense. Now we just need the hair colors right here. Bam. I love Annihilape's design so much. Okay. Hair tips. I guess we'll call that layer. Well, look at me actually naming my layers. Like I said, I'm incredible at this art stuff. I am a professional. I swear. Huh. It's this a stream and run. Oh my gosh. You're gonna crash the stream. How dare you? But please, universe, don't actually crash my stream. That would be a not cool move on your part. Einstein Monkey got buff. Yes, he did. And he is back with a vengeance. He went on a edgelord training arc. And now he is the ultimate Chunibyo. Well, actually, no, not necessarily Chunibyo, in that I don't think most Chunibyo people are buff. But anyway. It's pretty cool anyway. But the whole concept of making yourself so mad you just simply lie down and perish, and then just come back from the grave as an even stronger ghost that's just still mad about the fact you died. That is a really funny existence to have. Okay. What? I also need this like this. Hearing the word Shinibyo has me perking up. Neuron activation moment. Yep. It is. I don't remember where I know that word from. I just know that I know the word. But yeah, did you watch the anime Shinibyo? Love and something? I don't remember what exactly it's called. Okay, that looks like that, I think. Love Shinibyo and Other Delusions? Yeah, that. It's my favorite anime. I thought K-On! Was your favorite. Oh, I must be going crazy. Or no, K-On! Was for a ship drawing challenge. And you did one of those as well for Madoka Magica. But yeah. I need to watch that. Like I was talking about earlier with the fine folks of chat. It seems we all have endless watch lists, but not necessarily enough time to get through them. K-On!'s up there too, and yes, I did a ship drawing challenge. Yeah. Very cool. Okay. Ooh. Oh, Buddy looks real menacing now. This is... It looks so dumb, but I love it. Okay. Wait, oops. You need to make this color strong enough so that it will get noticed. Because the opacity is so low. There we go. What's funny is I've drawn a lot of individual characters, but I haven't drawn a lot of couples. Maybe I should do a ship drawing challenge. I think that'd be interesting. Preferably with human characters. Because I need more practice with those. Wait, hold on. I need more practice on drawing girls. Yeah. Seems we all need more practice in one area or another. It's just up to us to actually do it. And I know that is a painful truth. We need to practice things. Supposedly it takes 10,000 hours to master a skill. Drawing couples has a different vibe to individual characters. Helps with consistency since they need to be in the same image interacting with each other. Yeah. Plus, if I'm going to realize my dream of eventually drawing a webcomic, I need to get used to drawing characters together. Interacting. That'd be useful, wouldn't it? It really would. So how does this look? There we go. It's good. It's just missing one thing. Wait, hold on. Hold on, does this have 3 segments or 4? It has 4. Okay. Bop and bop. Look at that. I'm really happy with how this one turned out. Okay. So that is... Annihilate. Can I spell? I can spell. I swear. 0979. Annihilate. Oh, by the way. If you want to, you can submit to the form. You can submit to a form. Wow, imagine that. I should probably explain the form more. What is this form for, you ask? Well, have I got a deal for you? You submit your character's reference sheet, or literally just a picture of them, or a description, if you can't draw. But yeah, submit those images, plus, you know, information about your character and stuff, because that's kind of useful. Submit an image of your character, and I might spin a wheel to draw them tomorrow. I'm going to be doing another art request stream. Have I got a deal for you, Nyssa is Spampton? No. No. At least I'm not. The last time I checked, I am not Spampton G. Spampton. Or Spampton A. Spampton. I don't know, man. I'm not Spampton. I've submitted my own OC. I need to schedule my own art request stream, which is also tomorrow. Wait, we're doing it on the same day. Oh, that's great. Okay. Okay, very cool. I'm just looking at all the responses right now. Alright, sweet. Now's your chance to be a big shot. Be a big shot. Okay. Before I save this as final, I'm gonna add a couple more little highlights to signify, I guess, the middle of the cuffs. How does this look? I don't like that. No. Okay, I guess I'm not doing that then. Okay. Whoa, no. I don't want to overwrite that. No! Mine is always every second to last Saturday of the month, so if you want to make it a regular thing, you know when to schedule yours. Yeah, but I most likely won't be raiding into you since you start streaming around 1 a.m. And that's no good. Sometimes I stay up till 1 a.m., but that doesn't mean I want to stream till 1 a.m. Oh gosh. That would, not be good for my mental or physical health. I would prefer to get sleep. I know that is a rare thing, me wanting sleep. Iron Moth, but I do need it. Second to last Saturday of the month. That is specific. There are no West Coast art streamers in our circle to complete the relay race. Unfortunate. Well, we'll see if we can find it. We'll see if we can find one. Maybe. Who knows? Who knows if we'll be successful? I've been staying up till 3 a.m. this past week and waking up at 5:30 a.m. That does not sound healthy. Oh my gosh! Oh, that's so freaking... Okay, hold on. Sorry, getting incredibly distracted. August just sent me a picture of a hoodie with a duck on it that has bread in its mouth. I think I also own an enamel pin of that same design, which I believe you also gifted me. So I like that. Yeah, I was gonna say, Uni, do you at least have the time to take naps? Please tell me you do. Cause if if you keep with that, because that's like 2.5 hours sleep, you're gonna run yourself into the ground, Uni. And I'm speaking from experience as somebody who has experienced sleep deprivation before. Get some sleep. This is... Hang on a minute. This is an intervention. Go to bed. Go to bed, please. Okay. Instead of having it be like the... Okay. Just like that, I think is good. Yeah, the contrast is crazy for when you're an adult versus a kid, whether you love or hate naps. Oh my goodness, I'm drawing on the wrong layer again. Okay, the question is, how do I make this look like Iron Moth specifically and not Volcarona? Because they do have largely a lot of the same features. Because there can't necessarily be floaty components. Hey, listen. There's a loophole. Just play with your plushies in your dreams. Easy money. Easy money. Okay. I'm gonna draw this on a separate layer and then copy it over. Okay. So several rhombuses. Well, not quite rhombuses, just diamonds, I guess you'd call them. Because the sides aren't exactly equal. There we go. That works. Energy comes easily to kids. They also don't have responsibilities, so naps are purely a negative. Yeah. That makes a lot of sense, actually. But yeah, no, whenever I can get a nap, I love it. I love naps now. So this Mimikyu will be walking on its bottom. What? Walking on its bottom. Huh? What? I'm too confused for this world, it seems. Okay. There we go. Let's just do this. The way you had it set up before you moved its wing over. Oh, okay. I see. I see now. My body isn't used to them, so I always end up sleeping way longer than intended. Yeah, that's the thing. I love naps, but sometimes you honk me a little bit too close to the sun. I know I intended to take a short nap once, and then I ended up almost sleeping through the entirety of a practice that I had to go to. That was a fun experience, wasn't it? Oh boy. Okay. Well. I guess we'll do the details in this color. Ba-ba-ba. Honk shoo me close to the sun. Yeah. Yeah. I did do that at one point. Okay. And I'm gonna draw the wings on a separate layer and just reflect them over because I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to have to deal with drawing them twice. Honking too close to the sun? I can never honk too close. What layer is that on? Oh, it's just all on... Okay. I'm a fool. Don't worry about me. Just, Okay. This looks weird. Okay. You know what? I'm just not gonna mess with it. I'm just not gonna mess with it. I haven't been flipping the canvas. I need to make that part of my normal drawing process, or else things will end up looking weird. Hang on. Those bangs are so much shorter. Oh, I want to fix that. I want to fix that now. Nope, not fixing it. Oh well. I'll just have to deal. I will just simply have to deal with it. Accept what I made. Okay. I will just let this be a lesson for future me. Flip your canvas. Flip your stuff or flip out. With part of my tax return, I plan on decking out the boys' room. Heck yeah, what are you gonna get for them? What are you gonna get for Newt and Bones? The cats. Just thought I'd add context. Because people might not have known if you're referring to actual boys or boys with furry ears. Put flip canvas on a hotkey so you use it more. Hang on. What is flip canvas right now? It's on my down arrow, but I don't really use that much while drawing. That's swap color. What does this do? Hold on. I'm gonna set this right now. Shortcut settings. Okay, so view. Let's see. Flip horizontally. Let's edit this. Okay. So now I remember it is C to flip canvas. Look at it doing a little dance. It's doing a dancey dance now. I'm gonna make this slightly longer. Slightly. Honk. Hi. Hello, Meg. I just set my hotkey to flip the canvas as C. So remind me of that. I want to resolve to do it more. Because sometimes I don't flip my canvas and things end up looking weird and uncanny. So I'm going to resolve to do it more. I want to draw my own hero manga, but I need to come up with a story first. You Your story is you wanna be the very best, like no one ever was. To catch them is my real test. Train them is my cause. You can do that. Just expect to get hit with more than a few lawsuits, though. I forgot I was a member there for a second. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you got gifted a membership by somebody generous. Thank you for gifting or donating or doing whatever the heck you do. Thank you just for watching. I mostly do canvas flipping during the sketch phase. I just need to remember that. I just need to drill it into my head. Flip the canvas, duck, flip the canvas. A wall jungle gym and to get a very large cat tree set up. Okay, August, you know they're just going to like the cardboard boxes that they come in, right? They're gonna like the cardboard boxes. Because if I know one thing about cats, cats love cardboard boxes. Control C, Nyssa? Control C. What am I supposed to be copying? Oh, you mean like as in flip the canvas. I'll keep the really big box and build a house. Hey, that's what we love to see. Also plug uni. I'm gonna set that layer up. I need to make these eyes smaller. Oopsie doopsie. Control C is copy. Yeah. Just C is fine. Dancy, dancy, dance. This looks like a Hollow Knight person, I guess. That's fine. That's fine. Sure. Okay. And I think I'm gonna do the little halftone dot effect like I did with the other future Paradox Mons on Iron Moth 2, specifically on the wings. Just reminding you of what the hotkeys are for flipping the canvas. Yeah. Oh no, half the bug Pokemon would fit in the world of Hollow Knight simply because they are bugs. They're buggy bugs. I don't know. What am I saying? I'm not supposed to question my own words. I'm a live streamer. I'm just supposed to say stupid stuff and get clipped. That's what I'm supposed to be doing. Sploose? I don't know, man. The ones with visible sclera in their eyes wouldn't. Yeah. But otherwise, they'd fit pretty good. I'm also confused. Me too. I was questioning my own words, and then I realized, hey, I'm not supposed to question my words. I'm just supposed to say stuff without thinking. Because that's funnier. Scyther and Pinsir don't fit, but Genesect does. Honestly, Genesect would be pretty cool. I could definitely see that as a boss. Okay. Okay. And... whoop. Hold on. I'm gonna turn my stabilizer all the way up to 100. I've never done this before. Let's see if it works. Oh my gosh. It's so slow. I just barely missed that. Hang on. My foot fell asleep. Oh no. Shake it awake. Give it some smelling salts or something. I don't know. Actually, wait, no, you're not a butterfly. I don't think you can do that. Okay. Nope. Did you do your own emotes for your memberships? Not yet. I do have plans to release more emotes to y'all, but those will be when my new design is revealed. I mean, it's not that different from the one I currently have. I just want to wait on it a little more. And also because, well, I haven't made the things yet. There we go. Fair enough. Yep. There will be more emojis. Okay. I need to stop being dead. Just gotta lock in for a quick sec. I need to be alive. Maybe not lock in that much. Okay. Boop. How many queues left in the queue? This is the last one for the night. I just need to get it done. Just need to get it done. Okay. But yes, hello Aiden. How are you doing? Whoops. I hope you're doing amazing. Yeah. Okay. Lines. Okay. Wing. Alright, just working on my essay. Hey, good luck with that. I'll try to be awake for your request stream tomorrow. I'll have to go get lunch. Hey, have a good lunch, Red. Appreciate you being here. And I hope you're here tomorrow for the art requests. There we go. So now we have polka dots. So now what I'm gonna do is a little bit of wizardry. Wait. There we go. Look at that. Nice. I love doing witchcraft and wizardry. Hang on a minute. Am I actually erasing that? I am, but it's just so subtle that nobody notices. Okay. There we go. Okay. Nice indeed. Okay. I don't need this layer anymore. Delete. Just flip that around and move it over here. So that's the second wing. Now I just need colors for the rest. I'm gonna make this metal a little bit less... a little bit less blue. Okay. Maybe turn my stabilizer down. Because it's good for complicated lines, but Not so much for actual drawing. That's no good. Put that in here, and remember to flip the canvas. Are you sure about that? Also, hi Manny, how are you doing today? I hope you're doing good. Ogrepon detected. Ogrepon, I want to head pat Ogrepon. It spent like half the cosplay budget on these wings. Let's fly. I forgot I'm not drawing on the wing layer. Or I am drawing on the wing layer. I should not be drawing on the... Okay. What am I doing? Oop. No. Select that as well. I need to shade everything in. Okay. Alright, Iron Moth is almost done. Just doing some more little details now. And I also need more of the soft light on these layers. There we go. Make it seem like the sun's hitting the screen a little more. Except, hold on. That doesn't look quite right, so what I'm gonna do is just have it be a little sheen on there. Oops. Ah! I hate misinputs. Okay. Add that. There we go. Look at its bald head. There we go. That is our Iron Moth, I think. Okay. Delete that. There we go. There is... Where's Iron Moth on the Pokédex? Ugh! I don't remember where it is. Okay. 0994 Iron Moth. I almost said Iron Mouse instead. We're not drawing Iron Mouse. At least not yet. I might draw Iron Mouse. Iron Mouse. Iron Mouse. Iron Mouse. I can say things. I promise you. Oh. Hold on. That was not supposed to happen. There we go. Now things exist. Chimecho almost drowned again. Amazing. Alright. So I'd say we've had a fairly productive stream. That is 9 mons in 3.5 hours. We've drawn Overquill, Milcery, Clavopus, Graplocked. Wait, hold on. Need to actually center my canvas that time. My goodness. Like I said, I'm a professional. Okay, we've done Graplocked. We've done Houndstone. We've done Screamtail, Root Bonnet, Annihilate, and Iron Moth. Heck yeah. We have done a lot of Mimikyus. What am I doing? Ah! I keep refreshing my page. Or no, my F5 key is just stuck. Okay. Okay. I managed to get it unstuck. We're fine. We are absolutely okay. Everything's fine. Everything is normal. Okay. Eat, stream, and run. How dare you? How dare. Alright. So today we're going on a hashtag Nyssa Honk raid. And today we're going to be raiding SnapClickCat, who's currently playing Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. But if she takes damage, she switches with another player, Lightning Farron. Alright. Thank you for being here. Bulbasaur? I know. Alright, you can ask her for a Bulbasaur, see if she'll comply. But yeah, thank you for being here. I hope you have a wonderful and happy time zone, and honk! Go on the raid! Honk.